Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to Dead Cells. I think it's about time for a classic tactics-based run, because 2 runs ago we played a brutality run. 1 run ago we played a survival run, even though we did start with a explosive crossbow. We moved over into other weaponry during that run, although I do kind of forget what we had near the end of it. Symmetrical lance, I remember. It took a second, only a second though. On this run, I think we should probably do a tactics run, a tactics focused run. And I got to acknowledge that out of all of this, the bone could be pretty fun. But why don't we start with the tombstone? We have a throwing dagger that we can use to, toxic cloud throwing knives. That's actually very good for enabling synergies. Now the poison damage is almost meaningless. It is, I should not have sold that. It is 4 damage per tick. But the tombstone on this floor, on the next floor as well, will do enough damage to kill lots of enemies. We will take our scrolls into tactics and we'll build a tactics run, because why not? Recently I have been having some runs that have, hold on, 1, 2. Recently I've been having some runs that have been having a ranged component at the beginning of the run, usually just because that's easy to build around. And then eventually I transition it into something else, like a melee weapon. But on this run, let's just plan from the get-go to have a ranged run. All right, you know what, fine. If you want to teleport around me, well, we're gonna have some friends. It was a double delete. You got him. Oh my god, that was, well, first of all, a good amulet. Took a little while to kill him. Annoying guys. What am I trying to say? What is happening? Gotta focus. The beginning of any Dead Cells run, it's always a bit of a cluster. Since you're trying to survive with bad equipment, stuff that doesn't actually synergize with your colors of choice. One thing I am noticing though, is that it does look like the poison from the throwing knives are scaling with our tactics levels, which is nice. Ooh, yeah, barnacle traps will crit. That's a good thing to keep in mind, because I was wondering about that. Well, I should say, there's shots explode into a toxic cloud and shots poison enemies, which are different. Do both of those scale with, your current scaling? I don't know. Toxic cloud, you know what? We can have this over, I think, the heavy turret. We have a little bit of a bleed poison skill focused build happening here, and then if we can get some weapons that actually synergize off of that, you'd be happy. I would actually, I know I was talking about this on the last run, I would actually take a dagger of the sadistic cult. We could very easily enable the crits, and it's not like the tombstone is something we're gonna be using more than just one floor. I might use it for one more floor just because it is still a decent weapon, but after that we're gonna be dumping it. Dun, dun, dun. And now we have to figure out where we're going. I would actually go DLC route. I think I'm just gonna go there. Normally I'm not, select X. Normally I don't go to the DLC route with tactics. So why don't we try that? I think we did just do this last run, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Although we could try Dracula into death. Death is easiest with tactics, but you know, I don't want to do that. Connie asks, hey Abe, did you have fun yesterday? Yeah, I took the day off of streaming to hang out with a friend of mine. Take a little bit of a day to myself and relax. Had a good time, just hung out, played games, had some drinks, got a headache. Maybe had a little bit too many drinks, but it was a good time. I don't have too much opportunity to hang out with people unless it's on a weekend, and since I stream on the weekends, occasionally I gotta be like, you know what, I gotta take a day off. I need a socialization day. Was there an enemy down there? There must have been. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, this is just a dead end. Bum, bum. Let's see here. The bleed is doing 22 damage a tick. The poison is doing 7. Oh, I just kind of took that one on the chin. Poison's doing 7 a tick. It's hard to really determine how much damage that is, like over the course of a life of an enemy. But I guess as long as I'm just using it to, you know, kill the flying enemies, to just wound enemies a little bit of additional damage. Who cares if they actually die, you know? You don't need to kill enemies with all your DOTs. Oh. At least I've got the turret crit now. You jerk! You know, why am I trying to fight this guy? There's my first problem. Just lure him over here. His dang shield is gonna disappear, and then I can get a torch. Fantastic. Okay, I've taken way too much damage already on this floor. But also, man, I hate those guys. Not the elites, the freaking zombies. The zombies. I actually thought I was gonna be able to roll past him before he hit me on his attacks. That did not happen. That's okay though. We just need to not get hit until we can heal. Or, you know, if I really wanted to, I could heal. Why don't we just heal? That's why I need my disengagement though. That was a bit of a nasty encounter. A bad, get good. I will try to get good. By the way, Nambi, you don't even have to ask. I definitely have a nice big glass of water and coffee, so I will both be hydrated and then dehydrate myself. All in one gulp. Whew. There we go. That was a bit rough. Even just that engagement right there. I gotta be a little bit more careful. It's a kebab. We didn't need to heal. That kebab would have kept us safe. You know what? You know, I was gonna say maybe we should have gone to the sewers, because the sewers is an easier floor with tactics, but I always go to the sewers when I have tactics. That's why I know that. That's why I always take advantage of that whenever it comes up. Ashen Ran, welcome, how's it going? Hello, hello. Hope the run will be good. Well, so far I've had to heal on the first floor, so, you know, as good can be, I guess. Sometimes I think it would be easier if those dang yeeters would teleport to you. Dun, dun. All right, Snake Fangs. You have to imagine that this is kind of what we're looking for on a run like this. Keep the poison enabling, we'll get a poison cloud, which will make it easier to actually get the crits out of the snake fangs. It's actually pretty good against the boss. Lots of long poison DOT on enemies. I feel like we could probably afford to pick that up, but why don't we check out the rest of the floor first? Because on this floor, I actually do really like having the on this floor, I actually really do like having the tombstone. Even if the tombstone is not insanely great, because we're not scaling. What do we got? What do we got? Nothing. A whole lot of nothing. Connie says, I once made coffee where the water was subbed with Red Bull. Why would you do that? First of all, that seems like a terrible idea, but also it seems like a terrible idea because there's already enough coffee. There's more caffeine in Red Bull than in a cup of coffee, probably. So really you're just like, it's Red Bull with a little bit of caffeine. It feels like it's not that much different from a regular Red Bull. Really, you should have just said, I drink a Red Bull once. Everyone would have been like, oh, a Red Bull. Also, I don't think I've ever had like a Red Bull or 5 Hour Energy or any of that nonsense. I feel like normally I already kind of get a little bit of an upset tummy when I drink too much caffeine or sugar or anything like that, and I really don't want to, amp that up to 11 with a Red Bull, which is what I feel like would happen. We're going. There's food. Funnily enough, I did not need to, hey, there's more food! I did not need to heal. We have not taken damage since that one big, nearly lethal hit. It sounded good in my head. The worst thing that I've ever had to eat or drink was someone made a Coke cake. It's a cake where you put Coca-Cola in it. And it was the most disgusting thing I've ever had. Because it was a cake that was not really cooked, that tasted like ass. Not exactly the best thing. That is not my first thought when you said Coke cake. That's why I have to clarify, that's the thing. I've got to be like, this is what I mean when I say this. Gun, not a gun. You are not a gun. Magic missiles that poison the enemy. It's funny because it's more damage than the throwing knives, and it pierces, and it fires an arrow, and it has more range and more damage, but it still applies poison, so we can still get a poison build happening here. We can still get a bleed build with the sinew slicer, but the magic missile would give me a little bit more range, and it's more damage than the tombstone. We could take this instead of the claw, but I do, I think, want the claw. But this is, this is more damage because we've scaled a little bit. Let me go look at the other shop. Connie says, I'm a fan of magic missiles. The thing is that I'm also a fan of magic missiles, but I acknowledge that there's better tactics weapons. What I like about the magic missiles is that they automatically home in. They've got perfect aim. So let me go look in. Oh, we've already done that door. Let me go look at the food in case there's a free bonus scroll. It's gonna take a little bit of a walk to get there, I guess, but if there's a floor rune, we'll do that, and then we'll probably go buy the claws. Where's the, oh, there it is. And maybe buy the magic missiles as well, like just over the throwing knives. I do throwing knives all the time. And you know what, the throwing knives, I do take them all the time. Well, not all the time, but I take them frequently when they are brutality. Are you a mimic? You're not a mimic. I think having a melee option is totally acceptable. Ooh. Ooh. Poison into multi-knock bow, 1800 DPS plus 80% on a poison target. Now you're speaking my language. And honestly, I feel like this is what we're looking for. Toxic cloud into the bow. I think that's pretty dang solid. Pretty darn solid. So sorry, magic missiles. If you show up later, maybe I'll grab you. But this is a built-in synergy off of the one shop. Let's roll this for a little while, shall we? No Ripper build. So Ripper is you add arrows to a target and then you melee attack to pull them out, right? I gotta be honest, I've never tried a Ripper build. I wanna look at that mutation for a second though. Ripper. 6 projectiles come out of enemies and they take 273 damage per projectile. You know, it's interesting because that is 3 seconds of barbed tips. I feel like barbed tips is overall a little bit stronger because yeah, the Ripper build can allow you to rip them out and then do a lot of damage very quickly, which I guess maybe does help you to kill normal enemies faster. But against big targets and bosses, I feel like barbed tips is a little bit stronger because the arrows, they get stuck in the enemy for like 5 seconds, right? Maybe 10. Connie says, Abe, if you're interested in a new Hotline Miami style game, check out Ocho. As a banging soundtrack. Send me an @ on Discord, Connie, so I can remember. Otherwise, I will probably forget. Yeah, and the cap is 6. Like, I guess here's my other thinking about Ripper, right? Ripper requires a ranged weapon and a melee weapon. So this build right here won't work with Ripper. We would have to use the poison claws. We would have to hit enemies at range with a lot of shots, then get up close for a melee shot. It doesn't seem like it works, you know? I don't know. Something about it just doesn't feel like it works with the Ripper. I know it can work, and I know it can do a lot of damage, but it just doesn't seem like it fits. I guess the other thing I'm thinking is you get your projectiles back, so you can use this to refill your ammo super quickly. And that's probably the key element that I'm missing. There's not a lot of weapons though that you run out of ammo that quickly with. Maybe like a legend. If I get a legendary multi-knock bow, we'd fire 6 shots with every pull of the trigger. That would be different. All right, we're taking support. We're not going to the bank though, screw that. Dun, dun, dun. Ah. OTXO Ocho. That's not how you pronounce that. I would beg to differ. I know you're over there. You ain't fooling nobody. I was surprised that you were only getting poisoned and that was it. Are you teleporting? You're not teleporting yet. Gotta remember that the whole strategy here is one knife into the multi-knock bow shot. That's the key. 'Cause that's a lot of damage very quickly. And it also has piercing on it, right? Shots pierce, launches a grenade, victims freeze nearby enemies, more damage on poison targets. It's got everything the body needs to kill. Ocho, like 8 in Spanish. Ah, why is it spelled O-T-X-O? Is that how you actually spell ocho? Maybe that's why I flunked Spanish. Oh, God! No, you know I didn't actually take Spanish. Please, enemies! Well, I'm gonna need a little bit of HP at some point. Queen's Rapier slices reality further and 80% damage on a poisoned target, 60% damage on a bleeding target. It's like the perfect Queen's Rapier for the synergy. Take it with the throwing knife. Okay. Excuse me. So, let's try it. It's got a nice range to it. Oh, that sucked. But it looks like it doesn't actually do any more damage. Jesus. Like, it looks like the legendary makes it easier to hit other enemies with a shot, but against a single target, that's not gonna kill me, but it came very close. Against a single target, it doesn't seem that good, actually. I don't know. I feel like Queen's Rapier might be a little bit of a letdown. It also seems like the damage isn't that good. Like the Queen's Rapier doing 1378 with the crit, even if those two are added together, like the normal hit and the crit are displayed separately, that's only 1900 DPS. Hell, the Snake Fangs already does that much if you count the poison damage. Does more if you're getting crits. Multi-knock bow already does more damage. So like I'm having a hard time finding where this rapier fits in a build. Also, I'm almost dead. Don't kill me. I gotta find food. Hey, come here. I find it interesting that this guy did not actually teleport any further. Come here. Come on, come on. Yeah, come on. Come on. That'll get him. Nope. Gotta play it a little bit close to the chest right now. Whoa! He spun off the platform! Oh, come on! I wanted to make it through that without having to heal. All right, all right. Why did he do that? Oh, it would have been fine if he hadn't fallen off the platform. You want to know why I'm a little, not upset, but why I'm a little confused? Because I don't really know why he sometimes jumps off the platform like that. It's an interesting enemy there, and I actually kind of like this build. It's very similar to what we had. All tactics. He doesn't spin off of platforms most of the time. But sometimes he does spin off of platforms, and I don't know why he does one or the other. Like, I've seen him do both. I've seen him jump off of platforms during the spin, and I've seen him not do that. So I'm not entirely certain in what condition he just ricochets off the edge of the platform, and on which condition he it's a little slow. On which condition he falls off the ledge. It's just, I don't know why he killed him. Yeah, I guess I've kind of seen that with Rampagers sometimes too. The condition is FU. That might like legitimately be the condition for all I know. The game is like, you know what, anything that can screw the player, let's do it. Let's do it again, because I had fun on that run. It was a good warm-up run for the day. That was the warm-up run, now we get the real run. Oh, it's some pretty good synergies there too. But I hope you all understand why that was a little bit confusing for me, because it was a little bit confusing for me. The condition for him to murder me is unknown to me at this time. He just really wanted to kill me is all. He's like, you know what? Let's go kill Abe right now. Disposable says, I take it he took too much curse. No, that was not curse. That was stubbornness. You know, one of the other ways in which I easily die in Dead Cells. Honestly, curses don't really do it that much anymore. For curses, I try to play a little bit slow to make sure I don't lose the run. Mostly it's stubbornness. I don't want to have to heal. And then I get murdered. Curse is not healing. Not so much curse as it is my day-to-day life. Well, I do want that money. Thank you. Ah, that was good though, that was good. It's yet another reminder though, I can't be fooling around with those enemies. Because that happens. That happens more often than I'd like to admit with those guys. So legendary tornado. No. It's actually a pretty good weapon, that tornado. It blocks enemy projectiles, so the fact that it moves faster means that it's more likely to move back and forth and block an enemy hit. It's actually not half bad. Is your character a blob that's held together by clothes? We are a, like, malignant pustule of curse and malaise that has attached itself to a corpse. We are using the corpse as locomotion. Which honestly, I kind of love that as a explanation for the character that you are. You've hijacked a body and you're just using it to move around. Just some immortal blob of consciousness. Of consciousness and curse. Of consciousness and curse. Sounds like a book title. I want to do that again. I want to freaking go back to that prison one more time. Why did I fall through the platform? That's what I got to figure out. That's the next thing to figure out. Well, I have two things to figure out. One is why does sometimes the spinner jump off of platforms to kill you? And then other times, why do you sometimes downwards attack through platforms? Grab. I would say that would be a good opportunity as well to take Eternal Damnation, or whatever that mutation is going to be called. Except we would have just died anyways because he was spinning. It's like, it's not like that mutation is going to save you. Random weapons. Hey, if we really wanted to, we could grab a If we really wanted to, we could grab okay. I really need to get away from these guys. Jesus. Are we good? We good? Get them, biters. Oh. Okay, after all of that nonsense, I've lost my train of thought. As quickly as it appeared in my head, now I have lost it. Jesus. Anywho. We gotta make this jump, please. We gotta get a new weapon. We gotta get a new weapon because this is super slow. We could get the tentacle and then do like a weird tentacle build. We could get a bow, which I'm always a big fan of. I'll at least put this in the backpack for later. And there's an E-whip. Actually, E-whip with the Hokuto's bow wouldn't be that bad because you would apply a DOT to the enemy. Hemorrhage is not a good weapon. It's just super slow. Kind of similar to the Medusa head. I like the Medusa head when it's in the backpack and you get it for free. Yeah. Nope. 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 That's another enemy, I guess, that can surprise you with... Gotcha. That's another enemy that can surprise you with it jumping down when you're not expecting it to. That's a good broadsword, plus 40% damage. So I'm a little bit, I'm trying to focus a little bit more. That always happens after one. I'm always like, okay, I gotta focus to make sure I don't lose it this time. Enemies that hit you freeze. Actually, it's a surprisingly good affix to have to help you from getting comboed. I only had that last time. All right, there's a door up there. Not the right door, though. By the way, Lemon, I hope you're not clipping bad plays from me. I did not give you permission. I have a reputation to uphold as actually being good at this game. Nah. You know what, though? If you want my resume for Dead Cells, I'll point you to the weird tentacle flawless run I had against the Scarecrow that one time. That was pretty good. Oh! Oh, there's another elite up there somewhere. Oh no, that was the elite. He got turned, that's right. Tornado's such a weird weapon. Is there anyone out there who actually likes Tornado? No, Tornado's actually good. It's just, it's funky because it does move the enemies around. See ya. It's actually, like, not half bad damage. Where are we going? Left. The Tornado Hokuto. The reason why I'm not a fan of that is that it's got too long of a cooldown, I think. The Tornado, that is. It's good if there's a whole bunch of enemies in a line, but if it's not... Whew. There's another one? Are there mushrooms here? I guess this is where the plants grow. It actually makes a little bit of sense that there's mushrooms. I don't know why I'm trying to use the hemorrhage so much. Like, every enemy I've got to kill with the hemorrhage for some reason. I have to prove to myself that this weapon is reasonable. When what I'd rather do is this. Then we can try something like this. There you go. This weapon is not reasonable. It's just too slow. Whoa, 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 whoa! I wonder if that rock could hit you on the downwards arc of that trajectory. Hello, Tonfus. No, thank you. Hello. You are also apparently not an enemy who would give me anything decent. You're not a real elite. You're not a real elite. You're not my real elite. Ashen Rand says, yeah, the rock will hit you. I had a run once where I died from curse. The rock was falling from the top and it killed me. There's another enemy that does that too. The weird like pustule creatures in the corrupted prison, right? I forget the name of them, but you know the ones, the weird blobs. Pretty sure I've had them also. Oh my god. Rip me. I think I'm pretty sure I've also had them shoot like a rock and then it just falls very slowly and it hits you. A lot of fun, a lot of fun. If only had wings of the bro. Bro. Wings of the bro, man. So much wings of the bro. Bro. Bro, wings of the bro, man. Donk. I'm always surprised when Hokuto's bow, of all things, gets a stun. My favorite death to those projectile, the blobbers in the corrupted prison, by the way, is if you interrupt them during one of their attack animations, they'll actually glitch out and become literally invisible. So I've 100% had them kill me before because they were just invisible and I couldn't see them, and they're not elites. They're just transparent. That's always a fun one. Big air quotes on fun there. So whenever I see them, it feels like they're a much more dangerous enemy than they actually are, but that's because they've got some known issues. Anytime an enemy in this game has like a known issue like that, just makes you, whenever you see them, you're always just like a little bit aware that they could kill you, and that you might not understand why they killed you, but they did. And then that knowledge will build up over the course of your Dead Cells plays. You'll have another run, and on your next run, you will find them, and you will be a little bit wary for some reason. And you'll be like, wow, this enemy, it doesn't seem that difficult, but for some reason, I'm getting a bad feeling. Like they could kill me at any moment, and then they do. Ashen Rand says, it's true, I hate the Inquisitors. At least the Inquisitors, though, they're very simple. You know, all they do is shoot one projectile. That projectile can go through walls. Like, that's it. There's no, like, tricks to it. And there's tricks to the other enemies in this game, which can be really annoying. So I don't have a huge problem with the Inquisitors anymore. They're always annoying when you're, you know, starting out in Dead Cells because they get to shoot through the walls. There's 5 in a room. I think, I realized that the Inquisitors were not that big of a deal when I realized that if you just stand still and parry, you can kill all of them, and they can't touch you, like, at all. And I know that you're not always gonna have a shield, but I think that's when it clicked in my head that they're such a simple enemy. Because previously, it was always difficult when you were fighting something else and the Inquisitors were peppering you with their projectiles. Oh, yeah. But when, I guess I said we wanted to do a ranged run, so there's your ranged run. But it's a lot easier to take out than you would think. Okay, we want to swap this backpack. And this definitely seems like an acrobat-a-pack situation. No! Stop giving me the bank in the prison. Dead Cells is not about the wins, it's about learning from your deaths. I mean, you could say that about a lot of games, but for me, Dead Cells is kind of about the wins at this point. I'm still learning some of the weapons. But like if I jump back into Enter the Gungeon, that would be about the wins. Well, it'd be about having fun. So maybe it's not about the wins. All right, you know what? Maybe that's fair. In that case, because when I play Gungeon, I definitely don't play to win. I'm the guy who will take every single spice and go down to 1 HP while playing the bullet. Blowgun. It blows, but we could use this instead of the alchemic carbine. It's a stronger poison for a lesser time, but the reason why I have the alchemic carbine in the backpack is because the Hokuto's bow is so fast that it will activate the alchemic carbine shot basically instantly. The blowgun, I guess, would do similar. I would fire 2 poison shots at basically the same moment. But I think the Hokuto's bow gives me a little bit more punch. We already have high damage in the Nerves of Steel. We don't need the blowgun for the high damage, so the Hokuto's bow is another, status effect out there. Which I think works fine. Zombie. And if I want to, I can always just hit someone with a Hokuto's bow, and that should take him out. Bit of a classic Abe build here. Using what I would consider to be the best weapons in the game, but that's okay. Oh, hold on. You can't get me. Too far away. No. Hey, Nambi says hydrate. You can't tell me what to do. Whoa, 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 whoa. Tornado, be careful there. You're gonna push him into me. It's gotta be a little careful about the tornado. It will push the enemies directly into you. There we go. Might spend a little bit of money. Look at that, I see I jumped over him that time. Might spend a little bit of money trying to get a reroll in to get poison benefit on the Nerves of Steel, but I might not want to spend any cash on this because we'll try to find a better weapon later. It's a good weapon for a long time though. Wow! All right, that was rude. Forgot how much damn damage they could do. Well, now we have to find some more wall food. Nope. Die. Food? Food? At least the malaise is cleared. That's not food, though. Food? I need food. Food? Whew. Whew. Uh-oh. Abe's stubbornness. It's happening again! No, don't do it, Abe! Heal! 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 Really? No more floor food? I feel like hold on, I feel like I'm missing food. There should be more. I didn't get any infected food, so I'm gonna take a minute. The stubbornness did pay off though. And there's no more red outline, so I actually have to do all the looking around for myself. Can't let the game cheat for me anymore. Who needs heals when you can just start another run? Would you like that, Mud? Would you like me to start another run? Would you like to choose the equipment I get this time? Would you like to have the controller? Mud, what would I have to do to get you to play some Dead Cells? Is there a Dead Cells co-op mod? I'm gonna guess no, but that would be fun. I'm here all night, baby. All right, I'm not looking at the map, so that's why I keep going down the wrong hallways here. There was nothing in the shop I wanted, right? It was just skills. So yeah, let's get out of here. I think I'm still happy with this. We have poison. The barnacle trap will give us crits. I guess I can probably just keep the tornado. I could roll double tornado. I would be very resistant to any sort of projectile, since the tornado does block projectiles. Nambi says hydrate. I got some water. I can interrupt my coffee with some water. Or, you know, we can call it a water chaser. Ya-da-da. Ya-da-da. It's only a couple of these traps that are really hard anymore. And it's the ones that have surprised, oops, it's actually a timer spike instead of a pressure spike. Oh, what's that? Freaking stub your toe? All right, let's get out of here. I've done what I needed to do. I have done what I needed to do. And we lived. We lived through the prison. Let's do it. More ass. Why not? Ashen Wren says, you make me think that I should remove the flashy screen and stop screen on crit attacks. I know what you're referring to. You're referring to gameplay, disable gameplay slow motion, and then there was another one that was, maybe it's an accessibility to, yeah, turn off the bright flashes. I was asked to turn off the bright flashes one, and I didn't mind it, so I did it. The other one, disable gameplay slow motion, it doesn't actually work. There are still some instances in Dead Cells where you get slow motion. I want the devs to really fix that, but they haven't done it yet. In particular, crits will still give you gameplay slow motion, but a lot of the other slow motion is disabled, like enemies turning into elites. That doesn't give you slow motion anymore, but yeah, it doesn't completely work. I wish it would though, because gameplay slow motion is very annoying to me. You know, all those enemies, they make perfect fodder for when we actually have the curse. So let's leave those guys there. Random weapons. Our weapons are totally fine for now. We'll come back and see if maybe we're gonna wanna buy something at the end of the floor. Ideally, I guess we might have like a mimic show up. Wait a minute. I know this one. We're handling this floor very well so far. I've come around on Puyo Power. I think it's actually kind of a lot of fun, but I also really like the loadout that we currently have. If I had equipment that I wasn't really impressed with, I'd swap it out, but I like my current stuff. Something tells me I need a tornado. Freaking losers. You can't even handle one tornado. Would you die, please? Stop following me. Look at that. Blocked his stupid thrown scythe. Yeah, I know your secrets, buddy. I know what you're weak to. I did not kill this one. Hold on. Gotcha. Look at that. Already up to 60 kills. I'll take an eyeball. Actually, I'll take cough syrup as well. The next boss, it's a little long because there are multiple phases of you gotta deal with tentacle attacks, so. Seems like a good one. Just enter the fight with as little malaise as possible. Just assume that you're not going to be able to clear it all. Well, we have one path left, which means we know where the... Get out of here. We know where the... Okay. Curse chest is gonna be, and then while I'm saying this, we also have to deal with a freaking... It's a shield, unfortunately, but... You know, it's something. You know, it's a parry shield. Hit me. Look at that, you're freaking dead, dude. Stuns any enemies parried, huh? Is that any good? I don't know. I definitely don't think we need it, so I might just want to dump it. Since I haven't been big on shields lately. There was one run where I had a bleed shield, trying to use it on a bleed run. It was okay. Man, it's just so nice to be able to kill enemies with a good ranged weapon. Like last run, we were having a little bit of a hard time killing things, and this run it's just, hey, just press X, they die. F and just kill them all in one hit. No big jumps, so let's get the one that gives us more health. You pressure, you're pressure. Under pressure! Spike traps hitting me. One day I'll get a better amulet, but for right now, this one's fine. There's our cursed chest. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 enemies remaining. Honestly, let's grab it. Sometimes it takes a little while to find it. 5,000 damage grenade. Barnacle trap is currently way better. A little worried. Whoa, okay. Every time I see that, I'm always a little worried. Holy crap! Jesus. I was like, dodge! Oh my god. He almost got me. He almost got me. Because I'm gonna tell you what happened there, because I feel like I always should explain it. I thought there would be multiple platforms as I was falling, and as a result, I would just land on the second platform and then land on another platform. That's not what happened. It was no platforms, and you just fall and you get stunned. That was very dangerous. Very dangerous indeed. Go. Let's get out of here. We're done, we're done. Should not have worried about the health, because there was a big ol' med kit over there, but that's okay. Do we want the parry shield? Stuns any enemies parried? I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say that's something we're not interested in. And there's a little bit of money left behind. Let's go grab that and then get out of here. We're at the point where we want to re-roll weapons to get damage bonuses. Excuse me. Let's see if there's a better weapon for us, and then let's get out of here. There's a skill shop. No, it's not a skill shop. Nerves of Steel doing 10. Ferryman's Lantern with poison could be interesting. Knife. Well, I think we want to keep the Alchemic Carbine because of the Barnacle Trap. Machete Pistol, Money Shooter, 20,000 DPS. Good, but a little excessive on the money front right now. All right. Well, I was not scared at all. Do 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 do. Oops. I'm a professional. I wasn't scared at all. Sapphire Amulet, Oil Grenade. Nope. We should have good damage against this guy. I am, of course, worried about the tentacles, but we'll make it work. So we need damage on a poison target and piercing ideally. 50% at full health crits up is good enough, because I am at full health right now. And if we're lucky, we'll stay at full health on the fight. Hello, Mama Tick. What the hell was that? That looked a little wonky. That was also a little wonky, but it worked. Also, I haven't used these at all. Get out of here, tornado. You're drunk. Damn it. I tried to anticipate a bad timing on the tentacles. I should not have done that. Dun, 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 dun. That's okay. I don't mind. I've learned to stop worrying and love the flawlesses when they show up. Ashen Wren says, yesterday I did a flawless on the nest. I don't even know how, since I always take a hit or two. I always take a hit or two on those dang tentacle fights. Or phases. It's the hardest part of the fight, which is very funny to me because it should technically be the easiest. I think it should technically be the easiest, but in principle it's not. Like, you're not actually fighting the boss, but because the pattern is random and it's just a reflex test, sometimes you can just be a little slow on the draw. I dodged to the left hoping that there wouldn't be a tentacle there, but there was. I screwed up. Okay, is that what you wanted? You wanted me to admit it? I'm not gonna go to the Stilt Village. Go to the graveyard. I don't know. Maybe I will go to the Fractured Shrines. Ya-da-da. Ya-da-da. Nearly full HP. Rip to the full HP dream. There goes 50% of my damage. Just me, or are there a lot of traps here today? Reveals invisible enemies. Not as big of a problem as you would think. I don't know how that shot landed, but it, hey, get out of here, bird. Get, bird, what are you doing? Oops. You stupid bird, get out of here. Get out of here, man. Seems like a very easy path for us. You know what? Let's deal with you, though. Brid nerds getting angry. These are the angry Brids. Oh, this way. There we go. Well, it is a synergistical weapon, but it's actually, like, not bad, plus damage on poison targets, but even plus 80%, the Nerves of Steel is already doing that much. Yet another situation of why would I ever want this? My current weapons are still better. They don't get poisoned. That would explain that. You didn't aggro. Have a tornado. Look, if you don't aggro to me, you can have a tornado. Eat it, buddy. Does that guy teleport? Can he teleport to you and then like kick your ass? I don't know. War Spear, 18,000 DPS. On the crits, it's doing more damage than the Nerves of Steel. Taunt, taunts all enemies in sight. Mushroom Boy poisons and has more damage on a poison target. It's interesting that he applies poison. Taunt seems like a terrible idea. And I don't really need the War Spear either. It's funny because we could take the Mushroom Boy. Normally I don't roll Mushroom Boy, but we are a pure ranged build right now, so the Mushroom Boy won't be bad. We'll interrupt some enemy attacks, like some boss attacks, which could be a little annoying, but the inclusion of more poison enabling might be nice. Yet another item that can, you know, get poison out there if I'm not doing it. It's Mushroom Boy, so it would be a item we haven't had in a while. I don't know, I'm starting to think that maybe I'll grab him. Just to see what he's like. Good old boy. I was gonna say good old boyfriend. Our good old boyfriend. All right, let's do it. Welcome aboard, boy. Just don't accidentally kill him. So poisons enemies with each hit. Oh, now I gotta deal with him yelling at me all the time. Blah! Blah! Like, yeah, I get it, you're here. It's not that much poison. Damn it, I dodged in the wrong direction. We're doing, I think, 104. He's doing 70. Was that it? No, we're doing 48. It's really hard to see. The numbers go away so fast. Blah, blah, blah. God, shut up, my dude. I get it. You're happy to be here. Blah. You like that jump? There's always one of those guys in there. Hey. I do love it whenever he kills enemies by knocking them off of ledges. That's always a great thing. What boss are we gonna go fight, though? I'm kind of tempted to go fight the Scarecrow. Let's see. Scarecrow. Nah, we don't need shields. Don't need infantry bow. Oh, man, we haven't had a Yumi in a while. Abe, do you use analog stick or the D-pads to move around? I use the digital pads to platform in platformers like Dead Cells, Celeste, Hollow Knight. I can't stand the control stick. Sure, I could do a slow walk if I was holding the control stick, but I find the movement to be a little bit more fiddly. I like the clicky responsiveness of a D-pad of it. I feel it click, therefore I know what direction I'm pressing. Just taking my mushroom for a little walk. Do I want a gilded Yumi? Damage is pretty good. We can put it in the backpack, but I still like the Alchemic Carbine for more guaranteed poison enabling. Yumi would be for like, hey, I'm going to fight Clock Boss, I'm going to fight the Queen. That's when I would want to have that Yumi. It's good for other things too. That's just really when I would want the Yumi. Ow! You jerk! Freaking pulled me off of the chain. That was off the chain. I'm not gonna buy a new skill. Man, I do like walking up to that guy and just killing him. Killing him softly with this gun. I really did feel the crit slow down on that one. I think Mushroom Boy yeeted that enemy off of the level. In which case, good for you, Mushroom Boy. Oh, oh, oh. If only he could pick up the money too. Burns the ground, toxic cloud, bleeding. Good for enabling the synergies. You know, that's not true. The lightning rods are actually good for killing crowds of enemies. It's actually a pretty decent weapon. A weapon I do not give enough credit. Scroll fragment. "22 tactics. It's not bad. There. Gotta kill everything. Don't have to, but I do love it when you randomly get, like, legendaries off of basic enemies. We've had it happen before. Get out of here. He's helping as good as he can. He's actually doing a pretty good job. When I don't like Mushroom Boy, it's because I don't want him pushing around enemies. In this situation, it's actually fine if he pushes around the enemies. I don't care. Eat him into a pit. There's another consideration though, and something that I'm a little bit worried about, which is that on a boss fight, he might be able to push the bosses into us if he gets onto the other side of him. So I'm a little bit concerned there, but you know, we'll try our best. Yeah, you know, I'll do it. I'll go Undying Shores. Full-on DLC route. And maybe we'll even do the Queen, since I feel like I haven't done that in a while. And also, with the start of this run being as it is, it'll help keep the video from getting a little bit too long. Oh, I don't have any supports anymore. You know what, let's do one more level and then I'm gonna reroll mutations. That's true, I could not spawn him, or I could spawn him and then blow him up. So there's that too. Well, oh my god. Thank you, Tornado. Great job. And that's the problem with the Tornado, is that the Tornado can push enemies around a lot. Not a very, you know, pleasant experience there. Getting hit because of not my own fault, but I guess it is technically my fault regardless. I'm the one who launched the tornado. I don't think the tornado moves bosses that much, so it should be mostly good there. Hold on. That was great. It's like he can one-shot enemies. He's just slightly situational about it. Get the stuff off the screen. You get so much usage out of support. I generally do, but not on this run because I have gotten rid of my support equipment. I took a Mushroom Boy instead. I do like, I like support. Support's a very good upgrade. It's very good because it works on off-color so well. Just flat 30% damage bonus at all times. Well, not at all times, you have to have a support out, but... Why is this Mushroom Boy small? He ain't small. He's normal size. I'd say he's small. He's very conscientious about his height. And I'm so bad at finding floor runes without the helper on, the auto assist. I don't know if I'll find a single one for the rest of the run, even if they do exist. They do exist! And the tornado actually does kind of a lot of damage. You know what I like? It seems like the enemies don't try to dodge Mushroom Boy's attacks, but they dodge my attacks, so they dodge me and then just immediately get hit by a mushroom. I tried to cheese it that time. He was wise to me, though. Yo, oh my god. Get out of there. Did the tornado turn the bombs into my bombs? It does! That's awesome! One extra jump I'll take. That's really cool. I knew it blocked projectiles. I didn't think about the bombs, but yeah. It just makes the bomb your bomb. That is the bomb. All right. Anything? Anything at all? Runes in the walls and floors? No. Unfortunately not. That box would have spawned right on top of me too. Jumping on an enemy stuns it. I'm not a big fan of that modifier. Anything that can apply stuns, I try to not have as much as possible. I would like to upgrade, please. This is a good time. Right before the next boss, Marksman's bow doing lots of damage. Wow. You know, 61 1000 DPS, 40% damage bonus. That's real nice. That's real solid. Gotta think. It would remove the requirement to even have the most minor of skill to get the Nerves of Steel shots. It'd give me a melee attack, which I wouldn't really care about too much. I could dump Hokuto's bow, keep the alchemic carbine. It'd simplify things a little bit. Blah, blah, blah. You get him, Mushroom Boy, you get him. That's a good bow. I would probably re-roll it though, to try to get plus damage on poison on the explosive crossbow shot. Because we've re-rolled the Nerves of Steel a few times, so it's gonna be quite expensive, and it only has the 50% at max health, 20% crit bonus. But we could probably re-roll the explosive crossbow and get, you know, plus poison and maybe plus 20%. I would be happy with. And then it would do more damage than the Nerves of Steel, and we would have the cross hit as well. I kind of like that, but let's continue looking for a moment. It's pretty good. We lose out on a bit of damage from Hokuto's bow, but I think it makes the run a little bit easier. And if we get a lucky shop later, maybe we can go back. But I like this for now. All right, let's do it. Just want to try to re-roll it into more damage on poison, and that is all that we are gonna need. Didn't get enough HP to get back to full health, too. Which is one reason why I think getting away from the Nerves of Steel is nice, because you know, its bonus is not gonna affect us. Very expensive to re-roll this. Plus 50% damage at max HP. No. Poison's the enemy. Oh my god. Okay, there we go. 20% and then 80%. I like it. That's good enough. It doesn't have the ammo bonus though. Maybe we'll just take an ammo bonus. Yeah, let's do that. There you go, now we have the ammo. And we'll still use Acrobat Pack because the poison is a nice enabler. All right, I think that's good enough. Not ideal, and it took a lot of money, but it would have taken a lot of money to reroll the nerves if we didn't get lucky. So, I like it well enough. Let's do this. Alright. Just lots of running, but that was pretty easy. And it wants to give me another Barnacle Trap with 80% damage on poison targets. Now I want support back. 16,000 DPS, huh? You know, what about Barnacle Tornado? Oh, sorry, not Barnacle Tornado. Barnacle Mushroom Boy. Mushroom Boy. It's a level 4 tornado. I think we can dump it. We've been rocking a level 4 tornado the whole run. And it's probably cost me more damage than it's helped me. Than it saved me. Frontline shield poisons the enemies. Honestly though, the tornado's effect was pretty good. The effect of it blocks projectiles, it makes bombs yours. You know, if we were going to fight the Hand of the King, that's his name, it would be a really nice weapon to have because it would suck up all of the bombs that he throws and just toss them back at him. You wouldn't need to parry them, you wouldn't need the acrobat pack roll. You just parry them just by tossing out the tornado. All right, Mushroom Boy, let's do this. Me and you, buddy. Mushroom Boy. Now we're not really gonna need the poison on this floor, but that's okay. Everyone keep their eyes open for a floor rune that could give me another scroll. God knows I'm not gonna see it. Oops. Also, I have to remember that actually the melee attack from the crossbow is still one-hit killing everything. Donk. And if it doesn't kill him, it'll push him back into an enemy that kills him, hopefully. You all laughed. You all laughed when I said the explosive crossbow is my jam. You know, I guess we shouldn't... Did we find a mimic yet on this run? I guess I haven't interacted with every shop, but lore rooms are on, and I haven't seen the mimic lore room yet. So maybe the mimic would be here? Or maybe that lore room doesn't show up sometimes, because I think it might not show up in the prison quarters because lore rooms don't spawn there. And if that's the case, then we could have passed by that mimic a long time ago, and we wouldn't even know it. Where are we going? There's the exit. He doesn't seem happy whenever he has to teleport. It's like he blames me. He wants me to know. This is because of you. What do I think of you? You mean prison depths? What did I don't know what I said, but what I meant to say was prison. I don't think the lore room can spawn in the prisons. Well, prisons, because there's 2 of them. I don't think it can spawn in either one. I could be wrong, but I don't think I've ever seen it spawn there. Oh, hey. And that would explain it, I guess, if maybe we can't find the mimic on this floor, if that's not it. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. I said prisoners' quarters. You know, actually, I don't think it can spawn there either. But don't quote me on that one. But I meant prison, not prisoners' quarters. So yeah, I don't think it can spawn in the prison. Prisoners' quarters. Too many prisons in this game. Or rather, on this island. That sounds like something the prisoners would say. $132,000 DPS if you can get the crits. Even non-crits are really nice though, 66,000 DPS. Good with barbed tips, but I've got a weapon. La da da da. I guess there's another shop here. You wanna try? Let's try. Is there anything here that I would want? I don't know. Give me this. Okay, you're not a mimic. I gotta do that with every. Well, here's the thing. I don't want to do it with every shop trying to interact with it, because if you do it with a shop and it's the mimic, you pay for the item. That's why I really wish that if it was a mimic, you wouldn't have to pay. I don't think that would be too strong either. I think it's just makes my life easier. I think what it really is I want to know where he is. Ooh, I want to know where he is, and that basically requires me to interact with all the shops, whether or not I want the item or not. That's 120,000 damage. Not the most damage we've ever done, but ain't too bad. Nope. Donk, 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 donk. Kinda wish I had a kill rhythm right about now. Just alternating X, Y, jump, X, jump, Y. Yeah, yeah. By the way, Academy Kill, welcome. How's it going today? Let's see what we get from this. Getting a lot of money from the floor too, but that's to be expected. Nope. Yeah, I feel like ooh, double Mushroom Boy? No. I feel like this is a pretty good Mushroom Boy run. He's been helping out, keeping enemies away from us. I don't know what's gonna happen on the lighthouse climb, because he might be interrupting the servants a little bit, but you know, whatever happens, happens. Let's keep our fingers crossed and hope that he interacts very positively with the fight. Well, goodbye. He's still there. Look, if he wants me to kill him, he can come to me. Ooh, a nice solid cheese wheel. We're not at 100% health, so. Well, nothing that we have actually benefits from being at full health, so it's another thing to consider, I guess. If we still had that Nerves of Steel, we would want to be at 100, but we're probably gonna burn during the ascent. I always burn a little bit. And one of these days, I need, I think, a little bit of a meat skewer lesson from Lemon. I need him to tell me exactly how to properly use that meat skewer, because whenever I try it, I always feel a little bit weird. Ashenran says, I hate those dang old blue birds. Not his actual opinion, but a paraphrasing of it. Sometimes they aggro and the instant they turn around, and sometimes they don't. How am I supposed to play perfect if the code of the enemy changes every time I see him? That's like the problem I was having with those freaking spinners. The one that jumped off of the platform to kill me. And the only time I see them do that is when they can kill me. The buggers. Like, yeah, okay, fair game. I like just stopping my projectile in midair. All right. All right, we are done with the floor. We did get a Tesla coil, but why would I want to get rid of this barnacle trap, which I have not used at all in the entire floor? I guess that's why I like having guys like Mushroom Boy around, because I can just have him out and he's doing damage and I don't have to care at all. He's just doing his own thing, helping me out on occasion. I didn't check out the other shop. Damn it! That's okay. Mistakes were made. Luckily, I don't need to reroll anything. I could. Cross hit. 2 arrows is actually pretty good. I like that. Barnacle Trap doesn't need it. Mushroom Boy doesn't need it. I actually like having ammo, I think. So let's go. The only thing that I would probably take is support, but I guess point blank would also be nice because we're gonna be up close on the servant fight a lot, but. All right, Mushroom Boy, I need you to do a lot of pushing. Push these girls around. Push it. No. Come here. All right, she's dead. I'm gonna attribute all of that to Mushroom Boy. Good job. Yeah, it's pretty good. Good job, Mushroom Boy. You're doing God's work, man. Whoops. See you later. Did you shoot me? I feel like that was a fast shot if that was you shooting me. I feel like they were, I think this is what she does and I just never realize it. That was weird. I feel like she was flying up while she was charging her shot. Like the jerk she is. Gotcha. Okay. I like that. Your shots go through walls? I should have realized that. There's just one left. All right, let's heal up. Dun, dun, dun. Whee! Oh, actually, we should go this way. This way. Don't mind me. Just taking the outside path today. You know, playing it safe. Following the 3-point system. Look at that, full health too. Easy. Ow! You got her? So much malaise, and now it's gone. Thank you. Well, we get one more scroll. That was fun. Not a perfect, but we don't need it. There's gonna be, at some point in Dead Cells' life, another reason to use cells. Because I've got 1,200 and I'm not doing anything with them. It feels like I should have another outlet for these, but the outlet is supposed to be the skins. Once you're done with the skins, you're just supposed to have fun with the game. I like the lighthouse despite a lot of hate. Yeah, I like the lighthouse despite a lot hate it, says Ash and Rand. Yeah, me too. That's essentially my opinion exactly, I think. She can't handle this. Mushroom Boy's like, I'm gonna get her! That was a good fight. That was a flawless on her. Easy. All right, hopefully that makes up for the badness of the first run. That was a fun run. I like the tactics runs. That's always how I die, though. Just not wanting to heal or getting comboed to death. But it was a good fight, a fun run. Using weapons that I absolutely love. Nerves of Steel, Explosive Crossbow. I gotta try out like a meat skewer at some point. Electric Whip could be fun. I like the idea of the Electric Whip also as a electrical enabler, but the electric damage bonuses are only like 40%, right? Plus 40% damage to an electrified enemy. So it's not that high. Poison is 80, bleeding is 60, and burning oil is 100%. So you can have a lot of bonus damage using those. So the electricity always seems a little bit like second rate. Good run though, I had fun with it. And rooting is like 75%. And Frozen's 150, 175. But you can't really rely on those for bosses because they don't root for that long or freeze or stun. Good run, and for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more, check me out on Twitch or when I go live. Support the channel at any of the links below in the video description, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Dead Cells.